Hey guys, we're back. I thought I had explored this wreck already. We're not far from our base, but I think we had discovered this before we had the laser cutter and never came back. So we got to go ahead and start recording. I've already done some collecting of resources, so we might have enough to do some quick building on camera. We'll see. We also have all the PDAs that we need to read today as well. So today might be a little exploring and kind of a lot of reading. Hope that's okay with everybody. Oh yeah, we did discover this. Did we come in a different way or something? Maybe there is another way in and we never got through this door. Because I seem to remember like doing this at one point. But there were a couple of spots that we did have some doors sealed that we were never able to get into. Mobile vehicle bay. So we haven't been in here yet. Okay. I think it's all going to be stuff that we already have. I don't think it's going to be anything new. I'd really like to find the... One left. The battery charger. We haven't found the other piece to the battery charger yet, and I'm a little sad. Get through the door. Yeah, I think this door opens and we came in from the other side at one point in time. So, pretty sure. Yeah, okay. That's what it was.
30 seconds.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. So we just had basically discovered that one new room. I don't know, maybe worth showing on camera, maybe not. The drill arm would be really nice because all these copper deposits that we keep finding, we can't get them because we need the drill arm. So one thing I've seen in a couple other people's videos with the drill arm is if you don't have the storage pack installed, I don't think you can pick items up with the default arm. But the drill arm won't allow you to pick anything up. So like if you if you walk around with the grappling arm and the drill arm, you're not going to be able to pick anything up. You'll have to constantly get out of the suit and pick stuff up. So I think you just have to have like different configurations for different things depending on what you're doing for the day. So like going out to go drill ores, you want to have the drill arm a blank, like an empty arm, and then maybe the storage chest attached. But like for other exploring, maybe you don't want. Maybe you want the grappling arm, a free arm, and then more protection. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these power cells because they're both almost dead. We're gonna go charge them. Oh. That was interesting. I didn't have the inventory space to pick that up, but it still picked it up. You saw that? Oh. Huh. I don't have the inventory space for all this stuff I just went collect. That's cool. Let's see, what else can we get rid of? We need the gold. I think we're gonna build the advanced wiring kit. Maybe we can drop some stuff in here. Oh, we have another power cell in here that we need to charge. I don't want to fill that up too much though. So let's make a couple wiring kits. And honestly, computer chips is like the biggest thing we make right now. We make so many of them. So the advanced wiring kit is 2 gold and a computer chips. I need 3 gold and 2 table coral. 1, 2, 3. Two table coral. Alright. Let's go make us a computer chip. And then an advanced wiring kit. And then I wonder, is the recipe in here for the Cyclops shield defense Duma Fletchy? See it here. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. A power cell and a uraninite crystal. I think we have a few of those. Just a matter of where the heck did I put it? Yep, there we go. So we have one of those. Not a few. Crap. I just lost my train of thought. And a power cell, which... let's just take that one. Alright, so we have to do this in the Cyclops. Get the fabricator inside the Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
So, not this fabricator, but there's one back here when you build the ship that's automatically here. This is what we want. Awesome. So, the other upgrades we have, so like we have 2 of these right now, which we don't need. So there's a thermal reactor, which allows, we don't have this kyanite yet. I don't think we've discovered what we need to make that. But this provides power through heat. So if we're down in a hot place, it will recharge the batteries. What is this? Scans the terrain outside the Cyclops. Okay, so you know how in the sea glide, let's see, this guy, we get this little scanner down here that shows what the terrain looks like. That would allow us to see that. I don't know if we need that or want that necessarily. I don't know yet though. I need a lot of food. I'm gonna go outside and get some food. So let's see, what does that give us? Yeah, activate Cyclops shield defense system. Well, that's pretty cool. So we've got that. I don't think there's any more upgrades we want to build. The decoy tube is cool. I don't think we need an upgrade. Maybe we just need to build one. Maybe that one day. And I don't know about that. Maybe not. I kind of like having the 2 energy efficiency things. Still looking for anybody who's got an idea for a name. Go ahead and drop that in the comments. So lithium, you want to start carrying some more. This is full. That's not quite full, but I'm gonna throw. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna throw some of that in there. And that'll give us the ability if we need like another computer chip to build something. We've got the start of that. Drop that in there. We don't really need this anymore, which is kind of great. I mean, we got batteries and power cells. We got all kinds of stuff. And we can even, I mean, if we need, we make more stuff. So let's see, what else do we want to do? We're trying to, so I guess the Cyclops doesn't have a pressure compensator module for it. Doesn't look like we can get the Cyclops to go any deeper, which is kind of sad. I mean, I wish, unless, you know, like I said, maybe we haven't discovered something, maybe we're missing something. So out of the common modules, we have this energy efficiency module, which might be worth putting in, but honestly, the prawn suit, I have done so much roaming around in the prawn suit, I don't think we need that. I've got a hull reinforcement, we've got the compensator. The thermal reactor, maybe. Again, I need that kyanite stuff. The jumpsuit upgrade. That's probably something we want. I don't think we're gonna do torpedoes in anything. I mean, they're cheap, but what does a torpedo tube cost? Manganite, which I have, and a computer chip. We could put it on the Seamoth, but honestly, I don't know how often we're gonna use the Seamoth anymore. I'm kind of sold on the prawn suit. It's pretty badass. Let's see, what about in here? Is there anything? Nope, those are the upgrades for it. Maybe we do that at some point. That takes another computer chip. I don't need any of that stuff. At some point this knife is gonna break. I've been using it a lot. So I imagine we're gonna have to make a new knife. Did I kill it? Yeah, I did. I was gonna say it made quite a bit of fuss, and I didn't see the fish. Got another one of you. Oops, I didn't want that. So another thing, I still really want to find another spot for a base because I want to build some alien containment facilities. I want to start building, like, you know, maybe some nice stuff, like a bedroom and things like that. Just some fun things. Jerk. Trying to kill some fish and eat a meal here. Could you just lay off it? Oh, did I pick up? I picked up an acid mushroom. Really don't need any more batteries. So many right now. We'll make another bottle of water to bring with us. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if you could open the storage while we have no power. So titanium is full. We picked up a few pieces of quartz. I got a few more pieces of copper I'm gonna drop in here. Where do we put? Oh, is that more? Oh, that's gold. That in there. Gold would be in here. Sorry guys, it's kind of bouncing around a bunch. Still not sure what to do with this. We don't have a recipe that does anything with this. Unless I'm just like blatantly missing something. Throw that in there. These are all the dead batteries. I mean, we'll make up the titanium, but crap, we don't need it anymore. Alright, so I need to stop collecting titanium because we are overfilled with titanium right now. I got stuff in here, I got stuff everywhere. We're gonna... Hey, little guy. Are we trying to get into my base? We are gonna throw a bunch of that titanium in here. The nice thing is, if we ever get to a point where we're ready to build a base, we will have a ton of titanium ready to go. And a little bit of quartz. Maybe we should get some more quartz, but quartz seems to be pretty easy to find. Lithium's another one that we need. Let's go back inside. These are not quite done charging. we are gonna use this wall as a good backdrop, and let's look at our data stuff. So we got a ton of stuff from the Degassi. Are we the lowest numbers ones? I don't know if it matters. So Bort Togau's log number 1, this world. I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes think how lucky I am to see the world up close. Back on the island, I would have believed the creatures that live down here. I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. Margaret has been telling stories about the wildest creatures you could imagine. The fish down here, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball, snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Sure, it's not all friendly. 99% of the plant life is toxic. I learned that the hard way, but I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors, and when they don't cover the dietary needs well, we eat the local fish. It's a bit gross, but it's nothing that they wouldn't do. Oh, that's it. That's the end of the scroll. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says we need to understand this world if we're going to take advantage of it to survive. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, lets me see the world in a way a spectroscopic analyst never could. Lastly, I've been watching the crab snakes that live down here. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't consume settles to the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feed the herbivores, and the chain continues. Coevolution just blows my mind. So we've got his log number 2, and I got a log number 3. Let's read through these. Stalker teeth. Something incredible just happened. It didn't take us long to run out of enamel. Sure, we can make all the glass we need from the quartz deposits down here, but standard glass won't cut it in an observatory. That has to withstand the pressure on all sides. So I started looking for a natural substitute that would strengthen the glass we had. And those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only we didn't have enough. That's when Margaret got real interested. I didn't expect her to care so much. All that enamel is good for, besides observing the animal life, is building vehicles. And it's not like we have plans to get that far. Maybe she just found my interest in the ecosystem here infectious. Anyway, I told her how it seemed that stalker hunting small fish. Now the longer they go without eating, the faster and more aggressive they become. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for Father. So I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her I thought they were attracted to metal deposits because they use them to sharpen their teeth, she got real excited and ran out of the room. Okay. She came back 3 hours later with a large cut on her forehead and a pack full of stalker teeth. As I was helping her clean up the wound, I asked her about it. She shrugged and said, "They're mostly harmless, mostly harmless with a full belly." She's incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with a heat blade went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers and then made out like it was nothing at all. On one hand, that's the most badass thing I've ever heard, and now I'm sitting in the observatory recording the behavior of the biters tapping harmlessly against the glass. On the other, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Margaret did. What's the point of surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me get up close. Maybe with all the glass we could build the containment unit to house them. So we've got one more. There we go, log number 3. What's left? I messed up, badly this time. It's been 2 days since the attack. We never should have left the island. I shouldn't have done what they said. We shouldn't have gone so deep. We're not wanted down here. They don't trust us, and I can see why. I could see it. And they couldn't, and now they're gone. And I'm up here alone. I deserve to die. Holy crap. Okay, so something happened. So we'll start on the voice log number 1. Degassi voice log, habitation location. Paul, the island is the best thing that could have happened to us. No predators, fresh food. Margaret, no building materials, nothing left of the ship. And the kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid. Bart. It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us. Margaret, all I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later we're gonna get our feet wet. Paul, the rest of your life may have been a fight, Nadia. But it won't gain you ground with me. I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay, just take a swim. Just to take a swim, go right ahead. Believe me, I'm thinking of it. So, Degassi voice log 2. Storm. So these are the ones I said I wasn't going to read a couple episodes back, and now I'm reading them, so deal with it. Son, I said no. Wait for the storm to pass. What's one vegetable patch compared to our safety? You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk. Paul, I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself. Margaret, say Chief. Chief. Paul, what? Margaret, do you know how to drain those grow beds out there of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air? Paul, don't get clever. I guess he calls her a short name. Or we're gonna just say Margaret. You're too old to change old habits. Margaret, I'm just saying, what's your boy's life worth to you today if tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like? Let him go deal with the plants. Paul, son, go deal with the plants. Bart Target has disembarked the habitat. Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. You understand me? Margaret, no rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no, staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later, this place will be buried. Only choice we've got is whether to get buried with it. So, do we have a log 3? I guess not. We can go to 4. We must have missed 3 somewhere. Okay. So we've still got a couple of pieces to find, apparently. Son, there is always a pecking order. Oh yeah, we read this one. About the money stuff. So let's do 5. Curious discovery. Paul, what is that thing? Margaret, I don't know. I found it outside in the mud. Paul, part of another ship? Margaret, none I've ever seen. Bart, it's not even scratched. Paul, don't fool around with it. It might be worth something. Margaret, stand down, Chief. If it were going to crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up. Bart, it's glowing. Paul, we're not the first people to come to this planet. Margaret, people? Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing is for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here. So, looks like I don't have 6 either. We'll have to skip to 7. And I'm wondering if it's on purpose, right? Like, maybe there's some gaps in the story on purpose. Bart, please stop fighting and listen. You're sick. Margaret, what? Paul, how? Bart, you've been coughing, right? Feeling itchy. Blisters. Margaret, yeah. Paul, if we were sick, the suit biometrics would have warned us. Bart, it's something new. It's not in the database. Margaret, come on then. What's it gonna do? Turn inside out? Dissolve us into slime? Bart, it's an alien bacteria. We've been ingesting since we got here. Everything on this planet is riddled with it. Sooner or later, it's gonna kill us. But somehow the creatures here survived. Margaret, need me to cut some of them open for you? Find out what makes them tick? Bart, no. Paul, just tell me what we need, son. Materials, test subjects, whatever it is, I'll make sure you have it. Bart, just leave me alone. I need time to think. 8. Sounds of hatch closing. Margaret Medea, oh, it's her last name, has boarded the habitat. Paul, what are you so happy about, Medea? Margaret, say kid, I brought you something. Paul, is that a Leviathan outside? Margaret, towed it here on the back of the sub. Bart, you killed that thing? Margaret, it's still breathing. I was about to finish the job, but I can stay and chat if you like. No? Then make yourself useful and pass me the hardened knife. Paul, are you out of your mind? You brought that thing here? What if it's not as comatose as it looks? What if others come? Margaret, you prefer it got curious and came on its own accord? Or got messed up and dragged here? Paul, when we get off this planet, I'm going to drag you through every court in the damn Federation. Ooh, got a little tense. Alright, disaster. Ooh. Paul, I've had it with you risking our lives. Margaret, oh, stow it, Chief. The kid can't kill the disease without specimens for his research. I'm the one bringing him home. Paul, Bart, tell her. Tell her right now. Bart, you're both wrong. Margaret, I can find out how they resist the bacteria. I can't find out how they resist the bacteria if you slaughter them all. Margaret, it ain't often they oblige in coming in alive. Paul, that wasn't the point and you know it. We need to take more precautions. Bart, Father, the outcome's no better if you hold up here and don't go outside. We have to find a middle way. Paul, there's no compromise. Not while she's on my sea base. Margaret, your sea base? Bart, I'm going outside. Bart disembarks the habitat. Paul, Bart, it's dangerous. Damn it, boy. I know you can't hear me. Leviathan sounds. Chief, get off the radio and put on your helmet. What? Brace! Sounds of habitat rupturing and water pouring in. Seems like shit went bad quick. Alright, so Paul's log number 2 dilemma, so we're missing his first one. You know what Medea told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level, more than a kilometer east of here, and she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it in her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Walls to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Adrene Arm. Medea thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I've ever heard or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out my liver when the old one fails. Here I'm mortal, and Medea is useful to me. I guess in the future you just switch out all your body parts. That's weird. So it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degassi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship, or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before sea monsters do. I gotta watch my water. I'm starting to get low on water. I'll give Medea just one thing. She was right about the caves. There's enough lithium here to fabricate 100 tons of plastisteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. And there's nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgo Corp share price on the other side of the Federation. Let's drink a whole bunch of water. We'll get some more food here in a second. So, we've got the Degassi Manifest. Artillery Search and Rescue Mission. Paul Torgal. Position: Chief of Torgal Corp, Captain of the Degassi. Status: Lost in space near planet 4546 Bravo. Age at the time of disappearance: 79. Wow, so they may have only lasted like a couple of years. Paul Torgo and his crew fell out of contact with Mongolian authorities close to a decade ago. Ooh. The Torgos were a resourceful and powerful clan, and the ship was well equipped, so their survival is considered likely. However, multiple vessels passing through the system have since attempted to trace the ship with no effect. It is hoped the Aurora's superior scanning suite can do better. Sorry. Made majority shareholder in Torque's company by his mother upon her retirement. Interaction with Altera limited to infrequent chartered munitions deliveries. Beneficiary of life extension technologies. Accompanied by his only child, Bart, 19, heir to the Torgo Corporation. Emissary Kassar reports Torgo often traveled with the skeleton crew and was known for making rash but profitable decisions. Inadequate systems maintenance or staying from its planned route may account for the ship's disappearance. Alright, so we are caught up on our reading for the day. We're actually over on our time, unfortunately. So I think what we'll do is we'll call the episode here. When we get back, we're going to do some more crafting. We're going to make a few more things. And then we're going to go out on some discovery missions, because I need to find a couple more spots. And I want to find the Sea Treader's Path and launch this beacon. And then we're going to build a base down there. That's what I've decided. Also, I'm going to grab 2 more power cells, and I think we're going to do everything in the prawn suit. That's kind of my plan. So, if you enjoyed what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Sorry the episode was kind of just reading, but I think it gives some story, gives some context to the story. I'll try to keep up with it as we find PDAs. Sometimes it's hard because we're in the middle of doing stuff, but I would try to do a better job of just keeping up with reading the PDAs as we get to it, so we don't end up with a whole episode like this. Alright guys, until next time, take it easy.